Ethel, look at her, Ethel, clicking away like she doesn't already have us.
Oh, I know. How much more fabric does she need? I've been sitting here for months, untouched, and I'm viscose.
And I'm cotton poplin, practical, classic, reliable. But does she care? No, she's only after the shiny newcomers.
What's this? Fabric godmother? Oh no, she's not buying from there, is she?
Ooh, that's the fancy stuff. What is it this time?
Oh, I think it's satin in botanical print.
Satin? We're doomed, Ethel, doomed. She'd drape it over a chair and swoon, saying, too beautiful to cut. We'll never see daylight again.
Oh, we can't compete with that.
Honestly, we'd have been better off being in it facing. At least then we'd get some respect.
Oh, you know, if she buys 1 more metre from that place, I'm organising a revolt.
I'll bring the pink and shears.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and this is Ripper Seams. So we are back in my sewing room today and I'm excited because I have got some awesome stuff to show you that I got from the Black Friday sales. Yeah, I've got some stuff. This is my favorite time of year because not only is festive season properly kicking off, but also those Black Friday sales are in full swing and I really do hang out for those because I am a massive bargain hunter and I will wait especially for this time of year and hunt for the best deal possible if I can. And even more so because we have also kicked off Sagittarius season, and if you haven't figured out yet, I am a Sagittarian and my birthday is next week. So I love this time of year because Black Friday sales come out and I normally am hunting for a really cool birthday present for myself, and this year was certainly no exception. Because this year I decided to buy myself some really, really nice fabric. Because my birthday is a special one, it is one ending in 0, so yeah, it's a big one and I want to look fabulous, so why not have a fabulous fabric? So that's what we're going to cover in this video. I'm going to share with you all the wonderful fabrics I picked up. I bought quite a few patterns as well. But before we get stuck into my haul, there is one little thing. So as it is my birthday next week, the best present I could hope for is, if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to Ripper Seams. Go on, push that button down below and make my birthday a special one. So launching Ripper Seams this year has been a massive project for me. I've absolutely enjoyed every single bit of it. I've learned so much and developed some awesome skills and I want to keep doing so. So I would love it if you could help me out and click on that subscribe button below. And that way you also won't miss out on any of my future videos. So yeah, go ahead. If you haven't subscribed already, go on, you know you want to. So with that said, let's get into the haul. So first of all, we're going to cover off what patterns I got, and this was so hard to resist. So many fantastic deals out there, but I really had to be restrained. So tempting to go and put them all in my basket and just check out and just be happy with it. But I did have to be realistic about how quickly I was going to turn those makes around, and I wanted to make sure I was getting some really interesting patterns, ones that I would probably make in the next 12 months, but also find some pattern companies which I haven't made before and kind of dabble into the range that they've got there as well. So yeah, I had to keep that in mind. So first of all, I'm going to start off with what I got from Swim Style Patterns. So I ended up getting 5 patterns from them, but I actually only paid for 3 because they had some fantastic discounts going on. First of all, they had 70% off their patterns, but also depending on which patterns you also got a bonus pattern as well, which is how I ended up getting 5 patterns. Now, I've only made one thing from Swim Style Patterns before, and that was part of the Busy Bee Sewing Challenge, where Christine, who is the Gemini Stitcher, sent me the wonderful anti-set pattern as part of the first challenge. That was such a fun make and absolutely loved how that turned out. Here it is here. Anyway, I digress. Swim Style Patterns, I got 5 of them. So the first pattern I've got from them is the billow sleeve knit top, and this is a beautiful make and it's the one that caught my eye instantly. So this is a lovely top for knit fabrics. It's got a really nice boxy fit in the main torso, but it's got this drop shoulder with these lovely billowy balloon sleeves that come off at the ends, and I think it just looks absolutely beautiful. I also like the slightly higher neckline as well. Overall, overall, I just think it's a really elegant mate, also a very relaxed one. I can imagine this is going to be quite the chameleon type top, so I'm really, really excited to try this one. Now, the next pattern I chose was the Ritual dress, which is a really lovely long line shirt dress. Now, I currently don't have a proper shirt dress in my sewing pattern collection yet, but that has now changed because I've chosen this one. I like this one because it's a bit more of a modern take. It's a really long one. It's got some lovely slits down the side. I like the fact that there's a little bit of elastication in the back as well, kind of giving you a bit more shape, and you've also got the option to put a drawstring waist on there to kind of give it that a bit of cinching in there as well. Everything about this is lovely. It's really, really elegant. Just a proper modern style shirt dress. I'm really excited to give this one a try. This is going to look absolutely lovely in a lightweight linen, and definitely something I'm going to line up for summer. Now, they had a special deal on the day that if you bought the Ritual dress, you got the Ellery dress pattern for free, which was perfect because I was going to put that in my cart anyway. My husband was actually in the room when I was looking at the Swim Style Patterns website. He straight away gave me the thumbs up and said, yeah, that's one that you'd look awesome in. So I blame my husband for enabling me on this one. So the Ellery dress is more of a baby doll style dress, slightly oversized and a really relaxed look. So I do have to be careful with my sizing here, but I do love the silhouette of it. It's got that drop shoulder and billowy sleeve look again, like the first pattern, but this is more in a dress form. I just think this is a beautiful casual dress, which is going to look really, really nice, dressed up or dressed down. No matter how you wear it, it's going to look great. So yeah, Ellery dress, I'm really excited to give this one a try. This will also be one of those spring summer makes I'm going to add to my list. Now, the fourth pattern I got was the Tamarara set. I know this is absolutely well loved in the sewing community, and I know why. I've been eyeing it off all year, and I finally have added it to my pattern collection. This obviously is this wonderful oversized loungewear set, a really nice flowy top, really nice flowy trousers, and this is one that could probably be worn all year round, and depending what you make it out of, you can wear this wherever you like. Now, Swim Style Patterns also had a deal that if you purchased 3 patterns, they would also throw in another pattern for free. So I got another free pattern, and that was the Carla loungewear set. So the Carla loungewear set is slightly different from the Tamarara. The Tamarara is a button-down front with shorter sleeves, whereas the Carla is more of a sweater type top with longer sleeves and kind of like really floaty ends as well. Equally billowy pants. So I gladly take this as an extra bonus pattern, and I am set for loungewear. So there we go. Those are my 5 patterns I picked up from Swim Style Patterns. Absolutely over the moon that I have got those now in my pattern collection, and can't wait to start trying those out. Next up, I went and checked out the Fiber Mood website because they had 20% off all their patterns as well. Now, I haven't made anything by Fiber Mood as yet, but I have definitely been skulking around in the shadows, eyeing them off and going ooh-ah over them for quite a while. With the 20% off, I couldn't resist and I dived in, and I ended up getting 3 patterns for them. Now, the reason I went looking on their website in particular was I was after some really interesting tops, kind of different to what I already had in my pattern collection, and they definitely did not disappoint. In saying that though, the first one I got was a bodysuit, and I have mentioned in previous videos that I'm absolutely a big fan of bodysuits at the moment. Absolutely love the Elysium bodysuit by Friday Pattern Company. I've had great success with that one. I want to make lots more of those, but Fiber Mood had a really interesting bodysuit in their collection which I couldn't go past because I loved the neckline. So I ended up getting the Cheryl bodysuit. Now, what I liked about this particular pattern is this neckline is a really nice V shape, and it's quite wide as well. So while the Elysium has got that lovely deep scoop neck, which is perfect for layering, I think the neckline for the Cheryl is probably a little bit more elegant and something that you can wear as a standalone item a bit more. So I decided to add that one to my cart, and now I have the decision. I've got that lovely floral Liberty fabric which I purchased back at the Knitting and Stitching show. That one there, I was going to make the Elysium bodysuit, but now I'm wondering whether I should maybe make that into the Cheryl bodysuit instead. I'm going to sit on that and decide over the next few weeks because I do want to make a bodysuit out of that fabric in the very near future. So next up, I went for the honey top, which I think has got some really lovely styling details on it. It is a button-down blouse shirt. The sleeves have a little bit of volume, and I really love the tie detail. What I also like is it's got this lovely ruffle collar on there. Now, I haven't really lent into the ruffle collar fad. I think the oversized collars with the ruffles are probably something I couldn't get away with, but the honey top had this smaller, more simple collar with the ruffles on it. I think, yeah, that's the type of ruffle collar I think would suit me better. What I also like is there's an option to put this big ruffle down the front. Not too sure if I want to go down that route, but I will definitely be making that more simple, nice, plain front sooner rather than later because I think it is really, really lovely. I've got lots of fabrics in my stash which are going to suit this one. So yeah, Honey Top is now in my collection. Now, my final selection for Fibre Mood was the Harper Top, because I wanted something very, very different to what I currently have. Something that would be a bit of a talking point, and I thought the ruched gathered detail around the neckline and down the sleeves would definitely provide that. I'm really interested to see how this is constructed and comes together. Now, you do have to be selective with the pattern choice you have on the fabric that you're using, because that piece that runs along the shoulders is all one length, so you can't really use a directional print here, otherwise it's going to look weird on one side. So I'm going to have a little search around to see what might suit this. I'm actually leaning into perhaps getting some nice plain double gauze just as my first attempt at it. Obviously you don't have to worry about any pattern direction or that one, and I think double gauze will take that gathering detail over the sleeves really, really nicely. So yeah, Harper Top, I bought it because I was just plain curious to see how that would turn out, but overall excited to try out some patterns from Fibre Mood. Now, on top of those, I also picked up two other patterns, and this is from a company I have definitely made from before, and that is with Tilly and the Buttons. Tilly recently released the Drew sweater, and this is one I definitely couldn't go past. Everyone's getting on board with it. I've seen some absolutely lovely versions. I also like the fact that you can color block it, and it's going to be fantastic for using up scraps. And I have got heaps of scraps of French terry, so this is something I'm definitely going to lean into. Now, I have other sweatshirts and hoodies currently on the go, so I'm not going to make this up immediately, but because I know this is going to be one of those patterns which is going to be a go-to in the future, I thought I may as well take advantage of that 20% off and add it to my collection. Now, I was very tempted to pick up the Thea trousers whilst I was there. Again, I've been seeing some lovely versions out there, but you know what? I've got Pietra pants, I've got Langston trousers to make first. I thought I'd leave those behind, and I thought I'd pick up the Ramona skirt instead. The Ramona skirt I'm really interested in because I love that style of skirt, but I often can't get them to fit when I buy them in the store, so I always have gaping at the side. Obviously, making my own version of this style of dress is going to allow me to make the adjustments I need to get this fitting me properly, so I'm excited to give this a try and hopefully get a skirt like this to fit me. Now, because I am pear-shaped, I'm still a bit dubious about whether this particular style skirt is going to suit me, so I'm going to give it a shot and see how I go. Fingers crossed it'll work out. So yeah, Ramona skirt very happily joining my collection. So those are all the patterns, but you know what's more exciting? Fabric. Let's check out the fabric because it's so good. Let's take a look. As you know from the opening of this video, I was very much hanging out on the Fabric Godmother website. Not gonna lie, they did very good business out of me. Now, this first fabric was my highest of priorities, and it is one that I had hunted down specific for a project. Out of all the other fabrics that I'd seen, I decided to choose this one, and it is this lovely viscose satin in this rose print. This is absolutely stunning. It's super lovely and soft, very, very silky. It's got a lovely sheen to it. Got to apologize because I have actually put this in the wash already. I was meant to iron it in advance of this video, and guess what? I didn't. But as always, I will insert some close-up images of it, which I will have ironed beforehand so you can actually see it in all its glory. Now, this is got these beautiful digital oversized roses all over it. It's just a really good quality solid fabric. This is a massive print, but it is absolutely gorgeous. My parents, my mother in particular, has a massive rose garden, and it is so well loved, so well cared for. They've had it for decades. When they've moved, they've taken their rose bushes from house to house. That's how well cared for and loved they are. Every single rose that's planted in their garden has a meaning, so I couldn't resist going for this rose fabric because it was just going to remind me of my parents and my mum in particular. So this is this beautiful, beautiful rose fabric. So here's your chance to guess exactly what project I've picked this for. As beautiful as this fabric is, it's actually going to get a little bit hidden. And those of you who have maybe watched my last few videos might know what project this is for. But if you can't remember, that's all right, because that lovely rose fabric is going to be the lining for my cocoon coat, which I'm making out of this lovely wool mix fabric, which I also got from Fabric Godmother about a month ago. I've been on the hunt for the lining fabric for this. I was going to go plain, but I thought I want this coat to be an absolute statement. Yep, let's just add this fabric along with it, and yeah, it just matches perfectly. I think having this lovely rose print as a special hidden beautiful design on the inside of this coat is going to be stunning. The pink and the red just matches beautifully, and I thought, why do something plain when, yep, go big or go home. I'm going big and I'm going in with this roses, and extra special because like I said, this is going to remind me of my parents, and it will just be like my parents and giving me a little hug. So no pressure on me to have this coat turn out perfectly, but yeah, this is why I've purchased this fabric. Now I have purchased 2.5 meters of this fabric, but I'm only going to need 2 meters for the coat. I'm secretly hoping there's going to be a decent size remnant on the back end of this, so I'm going to be very careful with my pattern placement. So I'd like to make something like an Ogden cami, or I've got another simplicity pattern which I'd like to try and use with any extra leftovers. Now that I have this in my possession, it's all washed and ready to go, and then I'm going to start cutting out that coat because I would very much like to have this ready in time for Christmas. So this is in the imminent makes pile, and yeah, very excited. So this is fabric purchase number 1. It is the Belle Viscose Satin from Fabric Godmother, and absolutely gorgeous. Fabric number 2 was also very high on my list. Again, I had seen it, I went to go buy it, actually buy it, and it had sold out. I cursed a bit, I put my name on the waiting list, and it came back in stock, but then I waited some more because I thought it was too close to Black Friday and I just wanted to take my chances. Now this is a fabric I wanted to have to make something really beautiful for my special birthday, and I've chosen this beautiful halo fabric, which is a viscose twill. This fabric is gorgeous. The colors in it are just so vibrant and fun, and the print is just amazing. There are so many hidden little gems in there, you just can keep looking at it for ages. There are diamonds, there are moths, there are hearts and arrows, there's stars all over it. My favorite imagery and print of anything is stars. Anything to do with stars I absolutely love. So when this came out, it was just the perfect thing for me to celebrate my birthday in. I also love that there are shooting stars and also champagne bottles pouring into the sky. It's such a fun, festive, celebratory print, and I couldn't go past it. So that's why I was disappointed when it was initially sold out, but I was so lucky to get it in the Black Friday sales. So yeah, I'm excited. So I ended up picking up 2 meters of this. I'm kind of kicking myself I didn't get more because I've now seen some dresses which I might like to make, but what I do plan on making for myself is the Nell top by Tilly and the Buttons. I'm going to make the shirt version with the flutter sleeves and with the bows down the front. So my plan is to make it up in the next week. I do have the Southern Social coming up this weekend, so I do hope to get a decent dent in getting this done during that, although that is lots of Secret Santa stuff going on, so who knows, anything could happen there. Such a fun group of sewists. But yes, this is my birthday fabric I have got for myself. Depending on how my Nell top turns out, I'll probably go and get some more of this fabric and do a dress because I just think this print is gorgeous, and why not do more of what you love? So yeah, this fabric, can't wait to sew it up. So hopefully you get to see what I make out of this very soon. So those are my 2 priority pieces out of Fabric Godmother, but as the week continued, the website kept calling me back and I ended up going in for a second order. So I went back and got another viscose twill, which is this one here. Lovely monochrome print, but it has all these beautiful snakes all over it. I'd actually forgotten how this fabric felt from the knitting and stitching show, so I was quite surprised when it turned up about how soft and slinky and the sheen that's on it. The more I look at these snakes, the more I fall in love with them. The pattern designs on them are just absolutely stunning. Got some stars on there as well, some flower prints, circle prints, just a really, really interesting design. Now, what I turn this into is going to be quite interesting because I actually got this fabric to make a shirt for my husband. I thought the snakes were quite cool, a little bit edgy, and maybe just something a little bit different. Maybe something you'd buy from All Saints and all that if you saw it. So I've got 2 meters of this print. I have consulted with my husband and he's in 2 minds, but when I got it and then looked at it, I thought, oh gosh, is this a little bit too girly? I don't know. So I have actually asked him his opinion. He's not sure himself, so we just got to sit on it for a bit and see what we think. No loss for me, because either way, if I make him a shirt and he ends up not liking it, I'm just going to take that shirt back and I'm going to wear the shirt. If he doesn't want to make me a shirt, I've got 2 meters of fabric which I can make what I want out of it. No matter which way it goes, either I get to make him a lovely, beautiful shirt, I get to get that shirt back if he doesn't want it. All those scenarios are good. Absolutely love this print though. I can't wait to see what it ends up being. Let me know down in the comments, do you think your husband would want to wear a shirt out of this print. Help me decide if that's what it should be or whether it's something I should keep myself. I think it'd be quite cool and edgy. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think. So this next fabric is also one of Fabric Godmother's more recent kind of design drops as part of those party season fabrics, and it's this beautiful Tabitha Lurex stripe viscose. Absolutely gorgeous. Now it's got this lovely kind of palmistry / tarot style print on it, but it does have this beautiful shiny gold and silver stripe through it. So I don't really wear a lot of black, but it does have a space in my wardrobe, so I thought this would be a really nice way to introduce it. Now I do have a plan specifically for this, and I just want to make a simple sagebrush top with it, but I will play with the sleeves a bit. Either we'll do a flutter sleeve in it or maybe a longer sleeve, kind of reduce the puff in it a little bit but still have a bit of volume. So this is what I've got planned for that. The only call out is despite being a viscose, it is really sheer, so you can actually see through it quite easily. So whatever I make, I will need to wear a vest underneath it, but that's totally fine. I'm up for that. But as a result of this being a really nice lightweight fabric, it is really drapey. So I'm really looking forward to see how the Sagebrush by Friday Pattern Company turns out, made out of more of a flowy kind of lightweight fabric like this, which has less structure in it. I think it will probably suit me a little bit better than those bigger puffy sleeves, which tend to grate against me a little bit. Again, very happy to have this in my collection. So I have one more thing from Fabric Godmother. This one, however, is part of the dead stock that they've bought in recently. I seriously thought this was going to get sold out quite quickly after it dropped, because every time I see a fabric in this particular style, I go back to get it and it's always sold out. So I was pleasantly surprised that even though it had been in and out of my basket over the space of 2 weeks, it was still there when the Black Friday sales had kicked off. So I took that as a sign and it came home with me. And that is this lovely brushed cotton twill in this really nice tan and pink check design. I think it's a really nice colorway, particularly for me. It's got those really earthy tones with a bit of pink, and I was so absolutely thrilled that this was still available for me to get. And the reason for this is because I do have a pattern in mind. I have been looking for a heavyweight check fabric of late because I want to make the Tahoe Shacket by Styler patterns. Now this pattern is amazing because there's so many different ways that you can utilize these pattern pieces in here. You can just have it as a shirt, you can have a longer line shacket type look, you can have it with just a collar, or you can put a hood on it. Different pocket options. Absolutely love this pattern. It's going to be really versatile. So I've had this pattern in my stash for ages. I really wanted to wait until the cooler weather to maybe consider making it, but also I've been looking for the perfect fabric for it. And as you can see, we got it. As soon as I saw it, I thought, yeah, there you go, there's my Tahoe fabric. But then I hesitated. I don't know why I hesitated. I should have just got it. But it's okay, I win because I got it on discount. It is a lovely, really solid, thick fabric. It is a twill, so it's got some real strength to it, and it has a brushed quality to it as well. Really pleased with getting hold of this. So I have 2.5 meters here. This is going to be enough to make that shacket. So yeah, with that, I kind of stopped. I thought I have spent as much money as I possibly can at Fabric Godmother. Could definitely have picked up so much more. I'm sure a lot of people do this, but when it comes to your birthday, you tend to buy yourself a birthday present. This is what this Fabric Godmother haul was for me. This is beautiful fabric, which I thought, it's a big birthday. I'm gonna go out and make some really beautiful clothes that are gonna last me a long time and really remind me of this special occasion. So now I have the fun part of making them up into beautiful clothes. So it's the gift that just keeps giving. So yeah, those are definitely gonna keep me busy for a good long time, and definitely making my other fabrics very jealous. So that was Fabric Godmother, but wait, there's more. I also got some fabric from Fabrics Galore because again, they had 20% off, and I've been eyeing off some fabrics for them. So yeah, the time had come to go and get it. So I got this lovely check tartan fabric from them. I've got 3 meters of this, and this is a lovely brushed cotton in this Orkney tartan. Now I know for a certain fact that this is not officially the Orkney tartan because that looks like this, because that is more of a black, grey, blue tartan. So I know this isn't officially tartan, but it is a beautiful print and I had been eyeing it off for ages. So it is this lovely peacock blue with dark blue, black. It also has this thin, reddy, pinky stripe running through it as well. So I got this primarily to make some pajama bottoms for my husband as well. He's getting some clothes out of my recent purchases. So depending how those turn out, I might be able to make some for myself or my daughter as well. I don't think I'll get all 3 of us out 3 meters, but you never know. This is just perfect pajama material. So yeah, really good to get this on discount. I think I got the last bit of this because I know that they're officially sold out now. So whilst I was looking for that lovely brushed cotton, I was also on the hunt for some lovely lovely stretch knit fabric to make an outfit for my daughter. I've been wanting to make the Travera set for her, which is a lovely pattern by Little Lizard King. It is definitely a summer style. It's got strappy shoulders, it's got a lovely twist back to it, but it also has some lovely hidden shorts sewn into it, which for her is going to be perfect because she loves wearing dresses, but she's also jumping and kicking and bouncing around. So having the shorts in there as well is kind of like the perfect outfit for her. So anyway, I've been looking for some lovely knit fabric. I ended up finding this lovely Ponte Roma, which is a Nerida Hansen print. So it's got this purpley blue background, it's got this pink and orange kind of geometric look into it with some really nice black in there. I think for a tween, it's not going too kidsy and it's not going too plain. So I think this is going to be really, really fun for her. So I'm going to make the skirt and the top section of that pattern out of this fabric here. But then I also picked up this black bamboo jersey as well. I'm going to make the shorts out of this, but also probably the shoulder straps as well. So these are actually for her. So as you can see, I've not only just bought fabric for myself, I've bought fabric for my family as well. So there's no reason not to put those on my to-do list. So there we go. That is the end of my quite extensive Black Friday haul. Quite surprised I ended up getting that much fabric, but every single one of those fabrics I absolutely love and they all have a purpose. I'm not an impulsive person when it comes to shopping. I do tend to sit and think on things for a good while. So very happy with those. And I think there's some very special pieces in there. I can't wait to make that cocoon coat. I really, really hope that comes out as I have it in my head. So yeah, watch this space. So let me know what you thought of my fabric haul down below. Did you also pick up some of those fabrics in the Black Friday sale? And if so, what do you plan on making out of them? Maybe you've got some ideas and maybe sway my mind to make something different. Likewise with the patterns, have you made them before? Any tips I should know, or maybe some suggestions on fabrics I should try? I love reading all your comments and getting fresh new ideas from them. So yeah, please do comment down below. So if you've enjoyed this video, then please do go and give me a thumbs up down below. That lets me know that I've done a good job and I should keep making more videos just like this one. And to help celebrate my birthday, if you haven't done so already, then please go down and click on that subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any future Ripper Seams videos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. I'm really thrilled that you've come to join the Ripper Seams party. And with that, I wish you a wonderful week of sewing and I'll see you in the next video. Like and subscribe.
Please.
Like and subscribe.
Please.